It is April 8th. Man, I need a haircut. I'm getting Elvis ears here. Ugh. Maybe I'll cut my hair tomorrow. I'll probably be home all day, hopefully. Anyway, so I was up late last night doing appraisals, mapping pictures for today, and finishing up, starting and finishing the video that needed to be posted for Monday because we post on Monday and Thursday. Got it all done. Then I went downstairs to pretty much just watch TV because I wasn't sleepy at all. And so anyway, like 5:30 rolls around and I'm still up and about. I think I finally turned the TV off. I was just watching YouTube videos at this point, but I think I turned the TV off about 5:30 in the morning, and just as I was saying, okay, I'm done, turning my head over, I start hearing Tia's alarm going off upstairs because I was downstairs on the couch, and I've pretty much slept on the couch for the last like 4 or 5 nights, just cause. No reason, just cause. But anyway, so 7:30 rolls around, and I just had my 2-hour power nap, and dogs are coming downstairs, and I needed to go make coffee for Tia. Luckily, I didn't have to make lunch for her because we're going to eat lunch. We went to eat lunch today. After Tia left, which was about 7:45-ish, I was like, okay, before I go out and take pictures, because I haven't slept except for like 2 hours in the past 24 hours, I was like, I'm going to get one more power nap in just for an hour or something like that. So I went upstairs and I laid in the bed. I set the alarm for 9:30. It was like 8:15. And I basically just laid there with my eyes shut, staring at the back of my eyelids. And then I opened my eyes. Then I picked up my phone. And then I just set the alarm for like 9 o'clock. So I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to fall asleep. So then I laid the phone down and I tried to force myself to go to sleep. I think I might have dozed off right before the alarm came on. But, so that didn't happen. But anyway, 9 a.m. rolls around. I made sure the dogs, did their thing. And I left to go take pictures. Stopped, had to drop off a package for Tia. And then I was out in a boot. And I had to start up in Lyman. That way I could finish down closer to me. 12:30, Tia said I have to eat lunch at 12:30. So I made sure that I stopped what I was doing. 12:30, it was actually like 12:20. I was at her door. I just realized that this doesn't have a number. 8. I wonder why I did that. So, fade. Now there's an 8 there. Okay. Now it says April 8th right there. So after lunch, I went and I finished taking pictures. Now during lunch, upon my research last night and finding how Tia had moved around the money and what I said, in a previous video about, the whole money thing, I said, is there any way we can take the money that, like some of my money, that $1,000+ of my money, because I initially wanted to get the credit card taken care of, instead do some of my money and just pay off what we owe for the Disney vacation that we paid on the credit card with my money. And this has nothing to do with the multiple payments of $200 that you do throughout the month. I'm talking about just those as a side item. She said, okay. And then later in the day, I saw 2 payments go through with it, were the amounts of, things that we had paid for the vacation. So, and then later on in the day, she said, we have $100. Do you want to go get a gift card? $100 in the vacation fund. Do you want to go get a gift card? Or she said, are you near Target? You can go get one, or do you want to order one online? Or do you just want to make a payment? And I was like, just make a payment to the vacation, because we still have like 100 and some change left. Actually 200 now. I think we just, because of what I'm going to talk about in a minute. I honestly don't know how much we have left. But anyway, so 3:30, it's actually like more like 3 o'clock, and I got done with my pictures, and I called Dr. Donovan's office as I was finishing up in Simpsonville, and it was getting, close to the end of the workday for them, because they usually leave at 5 on Monday, and probably before that. But I was like, I need to make sure that I get it in, because I haven't heard from him, and I couldn't remember if the other day they said I was supposed to call or they were going to call me. But either way, neither had happened. So I was like, I'm going to wait till I'm done before I call, so I don't have to talk and drive and figure out what I'm doing. So I called. I didn't get anybody, so I left a message. And so I started driving home, and when I got on 85, it started pouring down rain. Pouring down rain. Sunny all day. Pouring down rain. I thought I heard something in the hall. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Whatever. So, I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah. So when I got home, I called her again, and she didn't answer. So I called Disney to ask them some questions about adding a new night onto the end of our vacation, etc., etc., and then she called. So anyway, I talked to her, and she said Dr. Donovan said we're just going to call Dr. Babotis and go get me an appointment there as fast as I can. And I was like, I really want to get this taken care of, because we're going out of town again at the end of the month, and I can't do this again with my tooth. I want it fixed. So she said, I think they leave at 4, but let me see if I can find somebody. So she hung up. She called a little while later. She called back and said, I got an appointment for you next Monday, the 15th, at 10:30 a.m. And she said, but they put me on a list of, if they get any cancellations, I'm going to get called. So hopefully I'll get something earlier than that, because I really want this taken care of before I leave. I can't do this again, because right now I'm eating off the side of my over here, so I don't bite anything down here. Because today, whenever I was eating my chicken sandwich, not even paying attention, I think there was just like a hard piece of the breading, and I bit down on the sandwich. Not hard, but I bit down enough, and I just went, it was just involuntary. Man, it freaking hurt. That's the first time I've bitten anything on that side, and it had hurt for about a week, because I've been just religiously on this side, just like I was, before. So it still does hurt. It hasn't gone away. I think it actually hurts more now. But anyway, okay. So Tia called me. I think I called her, let her know what was up with the whole Disney thing when I talked to Disney, and what they said about trying to rearrange things, and it wasn't possible and whatnot. And she said, now I found a day at All-Star Sports Resort for that day, and it was actually just a random pop-up day that for the annual pass discount. It just randomly popped up, and she was like, let me see if it's still there. She was like, if nothing else, we can just cancel it if we decide we can't do it or we don't want to do it. And we're like, okay, go ahead and book it. We're going to go from, our whole vacation is going to be at the All-Star Movies Resort, except for that last night where we're going to go over to the All-Star Sports Resort. So I'm fine with that. And it's in a preferred room, which means it's going to be close to the front, so that's pretty cool. Oh, and we get more Magic Bands. She goes, oh yeah, we get more Magic Bands. So I assume they're going to be mailed pretty fast. I don't know. But one last thing. So my laptop it's been doing something weird. Every time I try to delete or empty the trash, it hangs up. It literally hangs my whole computer up, and I have to push the power button and restart the thing because I just can't do it. It just literally just the thing spins and I can't do anything. So I decided to, do a couple of experiments, see if I could, do some things in the command prompt or whatever, and that just hung it up even more. So I finally tried to get it into safe mode, whatever. Then it wouldn't boot. It just kept booting and turning off and booting and turning off and booting and turning off. So a little while ago, I took the bottom off of it, and I noticed that the memory sticks were popped out. So I'm thinking that's why it was booting and cycling off and booting and cycling, booting and cycling. But I'm going to take the hard drive and just back it up right now, just in case. And because I've got tax stuff I need to get taken care of. And then I'll worry about fixing the laptop later. I just need to basically push something in so that those memory cards don't flip back out again. I don't know why it keeps doing that. So that's where I am. And until tomorrow or the next day or the next day,